If you heard, hey guys, I'm not sure if you heard Kamala Harris say this, but I'm pretty sure y'all will thank me after this, okay? It's time to start weeding some of these people out. You know what I'm saying?
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Hey guys, I'm not sure if you heard Kamala Harris say this, but I'm pretty sure y'all will thank me after this, okay? It's time to start weeding some of these people out. You know what I'm saying?
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First, thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord in the gospel, bro, looking up the standard of Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. She did a actually pretty impressive impersonation of that demonic entity Kamala Harris, man. Basically she slipped up, okay, which a lot of times these elites, these lower level luminaries, they have slip ups to revealing their plan, because we already know that the Depop agenda is very real, and it's very known thing that the elites wants to reduce the populace. When you read the Georgia Guidestones, okay, that was once stood in Elberton, what is called Elberton, Georgia. I believe it's like a couple hours outside of Atlanta. Basically, the Georgia Guidestones said to maintain humanity within 500 million. So that means roughly, according to Esau, which we really don't know how many people is on the planet Earth, but according to Esau, we have roughly 7.5, 8 billion people. So you deduct 500 million from 8 billion people, they roughly want to eliminate 7.5 billion people on planet Earth. It's a lot of people, man. And basically what she's saying, she said, when we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce populations, and we have clean drinking water, clean energy, X, Y, and Z. But see, what's so funny about it is that, yeah, people are discussing their growth. But when you look at the common citizen of Babylon the Great, yeah, they don't profit anything. They're low level, but they not really. I mean, your corporations is the ones that's destroying the earth. Okay, it ain't citizens or actual citizens of America going to dump tons of trash in the ocean. Like, who have access to the middle of the ocean outside of government entities and corporations? So the problem is not necessarily the Edomites, you're the problem. This say the bill, you're the problem. But let's look at it from a particular, let's say from a state of normalcy, as these people would like to say. They would say the people aren't the problem, it's the corporations. In fact, that's true. Okay, because yeah, Jake does dumb shit. Yeah, trash and pollution through vehicles. But if anybody knows the earth, this organism that we're living on is living and it repletes itself. But when you have people in power that's not taking care of the earth and it's not yielding its full benefit, then this is what happens. Oceans are not allowed to take in the cleansing tides that they once did. The rivers are totally poisonous and full of toxics and metals, to the point when Gad walked the planet Earth, or when Gad was literally in America before Esau came over here, you can literally see to the bottom of the rivers, man. But now you go to the Missouri River, it's shit water. Okay? You go to the lake, it's nothing but trash out there. You got whales beaching themselves, man. You got sharks swimming afloat. Okay, like even in the waters, you have particular systems and ecosystems that's set in place so particular animals don't swim outside their habitat. Like a shark is never meant to be in shallow water. Okay, a shark is not meant to swim in 100. Sharks they pop up on shore from time to time, but that's unnatural. Okay, they even have certain levels where sea life they have to maintain a certain depth, because if they go up too high or go down too far, they can become extinct. Okay, like you get what they call bioluminescence, or like the fish that pretty much bioluminescent, meaning that they are like glow in the dark type fish. They have the Lucifer, they have the light engraved in their cells. Those fish are designed to swim at the bottom of the ocean. Why? Because it's dark down there. Okay, you don't need a fish or electric eel or bioluminescence to swim at the top of the shore, because there's a light up there, it's lighter. So even then, things are all out of course. Why? Because Esau. So for her to make a statement like that proves that this is a wicked ass kingdom, and these people have to be taken out of power. Because let's just say if they did reduce 7.5 billion people on the planet Earth, say if they wiped us all out, which that's their plan, they're gonna wipe themselves out, because you're gonna notice that if these elites was the only dominant force in the world, the oceans, things wouldn't get done, things would be totally out of whack. They will destroy themselves through war. The oceans will be even filthier. People would die from sickness because of the frankenfoods, everything that they're promoting. So I fail to believe that if the governing elites was just the only people living on the planet Earth, they would live a long, prosperous life. No, they would probably die off a lot quicker, because these are the ones that's destroying the earth in the first place. Okay, like Yahweh Shai said that the Lord is going to destroy them that destroyed the earth. Okay, we ain't, I mean, yeah, they dumping chemicals in the ocean, but who's responsible for that? Your corporations, man. Okay, the American, I don't own no damn dump truck to the point I could just go dump a whole 2 tons of trash and oil into the ocean. You are doing that through your corporations, man. So you're the problem. Okay. So anyway, let's go to the book of Psalms. And it's really talking about depleting Israel, because Israelites make up the majority of the people on the earth anyway, believe it or not. Okay, the Lord said that we should be as the sand of the sea. So this is the book of Psalms 83. And I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, for lo, and you know what? Matter of fact, before I go there, let's do Psalm 64. Oh, fuck. Give me 1 second, Salakia. No, that scam. Oh, that's a scam call. Fucking scam. Anyway, this is the book of Psalm 64, and I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Okay, and this clearly tells you who the problem is on the planet Earth. Okay, it's you Edomites, first and foremost. Then you heathen nations under Esau. Then the 2/3. And honestly speaking, the 2/3, you're a base level wicked. You're wickedness, but you're basically base level wickedness, but you're still like wickedness with Esau. Because the only reason why Jake hasn't necessarily surpassed Esau in wicked deeds is because Jake don't have ownership to corporations, man. But when it comes to violence and gang violence and just straight up wickedness and adultery, you Jakes take the mantle in that. Okay, now morally, Jake is Esau and Jake is the pretty much recipients behind all this idolatry, because Jake was heavy in idolatry even before Esau came in power, man. That's why we got taken down. But between Jake and Esau, we're by far the 2 worst nations on the planet Earth at this time, because the story centers on Jake. Yeah, the heathens are wicked, but they follow after Esau. But Jake is just on a whole different level. All right. But it says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot arrows, even bitter words. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not. Okay, because they're blatantly with their plan. Okay, the New World Order, this whole Depopo agenda, the whole poly crisis, the coming of the grids being shut down. Everybody's talking about EMP attack. And what really brought light to that was over the weekend when we had the storm here in Kansas City. Okay, they said wind miles was up to 75 to 80 miles per hour. That hit Friday afternoon. I lost power about for an hour, but my internet service was down for 2 days. Okay, to show you how bad it was, you know. But let's just imagine a 2, 3, 4 months of just straight blackouts, no electricity for 2 or 3 months. What people gonna do? They're gonna panic. Okay, but this is all part of the elite's plan, because when they open back up, you're gonna have to have that you know what. And those of us that don't have that new you know what, they're going to send his squads after brothers, man. You know, to try to take us out and detain us and God knows what. But it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect, and suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter and they commune of laying snares privately, but it's not even a secret anymore. Like the average Jake knows about the Illuminati or the Rothschilds, okay? But we're putting light on it and we're putting the emphasis on it and we're blowing the sound of alarm to tell our people, look, it's gonna get real finicky out here. Okay? People are literally on edge. People losing money, their jobs, their homes. People don't, it's a different spirit out here. Okay, we're seeing what they call the aftermath of the pandemic. It's people are still on edge, man, because they're expecting something else. Okay, and when everybody went down there and drink the juice, man, you're seeing the effects of it play out today in people's behaviors. Okay, but it says they search out iniquities and they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them in the heart is deep. Okay, but the Most High should shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly they should be wounded. And this arrow is the truth, man, first and foremost, because we're exposing their plans before they even do it. And this is the point that Esau is offense. He's like, wait a minute, man. How the hell are these guys speaking on what we're going to do before we do it? Well, because we're the prophets, man. Okay, we know the move. We're a step ahead of you. We know what move you're going to make before you're going to make it. Why? Because it's in the scriptures. And we have the power to interpret the scriptures, man. Okay? Just because you have the Bible in your hand doesn't make you a prophet. But you have to have a specific understanding and a revelation that comes with the Bible. And we believe through the spirit and power and faith that it was given to the men of the great millstone. Okay, every camp profess to have the truth, but we boldly compel and claim that we have the 100% truth. And we dare anybody to challenge that, which they have, but they didn't get too far with it, you know. But anyway, it says, so should they make their own tongue fall upon themselves, and all that see them should flee away. And this was a primary case of her slipping with the tongue. Now, the elites, they can penalize her, but then again, that probably wasn't slip up. She probably just threw it out there just to show you how dumb the American people is, because people will hear that and they'll still go down to the polls if there is an election next year and vote for this stupid bitch. You know? Oh, Kamala ain't say that. All right, well, this is, what, the 5th time I seen the so-called black ass on TV? Okay, this bitch, she's that goddamn inadequate. She's incompetent. She don't know shit. She was a fucking whore in college. Okay, and all because she listened to Tupac and DMX and had a blunt at the fucking 12th grade prom. You niggas thought, oh, man, we gonna bring back longevity to the black race. You niggas are stupid, man. This is why the 2/3 of you, man, the 2/3 of you Jays getting wiped out. That's a beauty. I can't wait till the Most High start wiping you 2/3 niggas out. Period. You deserve it, man. I can't stomach a nigga now. Straight up. Okay, I don't want to be around you niggas. I don't want to talk to you, man. Straight up. If you ain't in the spirit or any spirit of decency, I don't want you around me. Okay, go do something. Don't come around us. You see? Because this thing is getting real, and the last thing you want is a bunch of reprobates that still believe in the ways of the world to be around us, man, because they're not going to do nothing but hold up progress. So you jakes out there that have an ear to hear, it behooves you to get your minds in the right spirit, because the Lord is getting ready to lay the smack down on America, bro. The Lord is getting ready to open up the pot of wickedness. Okay, the scriptures didn't tell us that this is going to be the worst time in human history for a reason. The scriptures wasn't exaggerating when it said that. And you can see it, these people's minds are all fucked up, man. They're through. They have nothing else. The only thing that's on their mind is murder, death, kill, suicide, recklessness, endangerment. And then out there in California, they reacted at what you call that no-bail law, meaning that a lot of people with particular minute offenses, as Esau claims, they're going to be released from jail. Same thing that got their ass in jail from stealing and assault and battery and vandalism and stealing cars. They're going to be back out on the streets doing that because they know that there's no prosecution for that. So what the hell you think going to happen around this country? You know? And it says, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. It says they've taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Who is the hidden ones? It's us. Because for a time and a half a time, we went without our heritage. That's why the scriptures say after 3.5 days, life entered to them. Okay, because, hey, for that 350-year period, we didn't have no understanding of who we was. We was being called by every name in the book. Colored people, black people, Negroes, niggas, African American, Black Americans. How many different bywords have been put on our people? And that's another indicator that proves that we are indeed the Israelites. Okay, because why would you go out your way to try to debunk, to label a group of people something that they're not and keep them in that mindset? When you try to keep a group of people away from something, that means that you're hiding something from them. You know? And it says here, they have said, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. Okay? This is the point. They want to cut us off. They don't want us to remember our heritage. So now that we're coming back into the wisdom and knowledge and understanding through grace, there's been a war declared on the Israelites, man. Even the regular 2/3, even you Israelite, you Jakes that don't believe you're Israelites or that care to believe it, they've declared war on you too. You know, it's going to be bad for our people as a collective, you know, but if you of the 2/3, it's going to be extremely horrible for you. So really, you Jakes, we ain't got to worry about you Jakes. But it says here they have consulted together with one consent, and they are a confederate against the tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, okay, Moab, Chinese, Hagarenes, Gabal, Ammon, Japanese, Amalek, Edomites, Philistines, okay, Hamites, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Okay, it says Ashur is also joined with them, and they have hope in the children of Lot. But do it to them as the Midianites, so to Sisera as to Jabin and the brooks of Kison, which perished at Endor, and they became as dung of the earth. Okay, but roundabout way, they want to wipe us out, and this is what this witch is saying. You know, for all you niggas that went down there and put these freaks in office, which they was going to be selected anyway, but regardless, you Jakes really had faith in your current administration when they've done nothing for you. What, they gave you a $10 increase in child support, they took food stamps from you, they taking away welfare, you're getting evicted at all-time high. The eviction rate in Chicago was horrendous. You know, but hey, good for you. You believed in the system, you get what you get. All right, Revelation 6:7, it says, and when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. Now, when you look at pale, it's a comparison to death. Okay, when you look at something that's pale, it represents death. Okay, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given over them to the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword and hunger and with death and with the beasts of the earth. Okay, and that's the point. Esau, he wants to depopulate. He wants to rid the world of human existence. That's why you have AI. That's pretty much the new up and coming force, man. And this AI shit is crazy. I was looking at a video over the weekend about how they can take the image of a 6-year-old little girl, okay, and exploit her in PORN. And I saw the adult version. The AI basically transfigured her from a 6-year-old to an adult. And it was crazy. And I may just do a video on it sometime this week. But it was crazy, man. It was fucking frightening. I said, wow. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we in them times, brothers. But anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and above all, shalom.